Have you ever drifted into that haunting swirl of wistful speculation, the kind that tugs at your heartstrings like a faded highlight reel from a bygone era, inviting you to ponder the roads not taken, and how a single twist of fate could rewrite decades of triumphs and heartaches? That's the evocative what-if reverie enveloping hockey lore as we unearth the forgotten near-miss between Sidney Crosby and the Buffalo Sabres in the 2005 draft lottery, leaving us amused if landing in Western New York instead of Pittsburgh might have crowned the Sabres as perennial contenders while altering the Penguins' golden legacy forever. Welcome back to Penguins Insider, your evocative portal into the untold stories and strategic depths of Pittsburgh hockey. I'm your host, weaving this nostalgic thread with the reflective insight it deserves. Today, October 13th, 2025, we're revisiting that pivotal 2005 lottery, imagining alternate timelines for both franchises, and assessing why current trade rumors swirling around Crosby make a Buffalo reunion as improbable as a mid-season miracle. This is a mere nostalgia. It's a lens into how chance shapes dynasties, legacies, and the Penguins' ongoing crossroads. Let's immerse in the echoes, explore the possibilities, and confront the realities. Because in the NHL, the past isn't just history. It's a shadow that influences every future move. Let's rewind to the charged atmosphere of the 2005 NHL Draft Lottery, a high-stakes gamble born from the ashes of the 2004 to 2005 lockout, where four teams, Buffalo Sabres, Pittsburgh Penguins, Columbus Blue Jackets, and New York Rangers, each held identical 6.3% odds of snagging the generational talent Sidney Crosby, forever changing the trajectory of their franchises. With no season played that year, the lottery weighted chances based on playoff misses over the prior 3 years and recent number one picks, slotting these squads into the top tier. For the Sabres, fresh off a decade of playoff drought since their 1999 Cup final run powered by Dominik Hasek, this was a golden ticket to resurgence. Emerging from the lockout, Buffalo boasted a scrappy, high-octane roster. Think Daniel Briers's playmaking, Chris Drury's leadership, Maxim Afinogenov's speed, Thomas Vanek's scoring touch, and Ryan Miller's goaltending prowess, backed by blue liners like Brian Campbell. They reached back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals in 2006 and 2007, but fell short of the Cup, often seeming one elite piece away from glory. Crosby, the 17-year-old phenom from Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, was at peace. His junior stats, 168 points in 62 games. Screamed superstar, and scouts dubbed him the next one after Gretzky. Yet fate intervened. Pittsburgh won the ping-pong balls, drafting Crosby first overall, while Buffalo tumbled to 13th, selecting Marek Zagrapan, a forward who never played an NHL game, becoming one of the franchise's most infamous busts. Meanwhile, gems like Ans Kopitar, 11th to LA, Carey Price, 5th to Montreal, and Bobby Ryan, 2nd to Anaheim, slipped away. This lottery wasn't just a draft. It was a fork in the road. For Pittsburgh, Crosby ignited a renaissance, leading to 3 Cups, 2009, 2016, 2017, and amassing 1,596 points in 1,272 games, cementing his Hall of Fame path. Buffalo, conversely, spiraled into a record 14-year playoff drought, the longest in NHL history, plagued by rebuilds, coaching carousels, and talent attrition. Insiders like ESPN's Emily Kaplan reflect. That lottery ball defined eras. Pittsburgh got a dynasty. Buffalo got what-ifs. It's a poignant reminder of hockey's razor-thin margins, where one bounce alters everything. Diving into tantalizing alternate history, envisioning Crosby donning the Sabres blue and gold unveils a cascade of transformative possibilities that could have elevated Buffalo from plucky underdogs to sustained powerhouse, while leaving the Penguins to forge a different path without their cornerstone. Picture Crosby centering a line with Briere and Vanek in 2005 to 2006, his vision and puck control amplifying their offense, potentially pushing the Sabres past Carolina in the 06 ECF or Ottawa in 07. With Crosby's gravitational pull, free agents flock. Perhaps they retain Drury and Briere, both left in 2007 amid ownership woes, or attract stars like Marian Hossa, who joined Pittsburgh instead. Analytically, Crosby's career 1.25 point per game would have turbocharged Buffalo's attack, which averaged 3.5 goals per game in 06-07. His 56% face-off win rate, and elite two-way play bolster a defense that ranked top 10 in goals against. Long-term, number 14-year drought. Crosby's presence lures talents like Jack Eichel earlier, stabilizes management under owner Terry Pegula, who bought the team in 2011, and fosters a winning culture. Imagine Crosby hoisting cups in the 716 area code, ending Buffalo's title famine since the Bills' AFL days, with sellouts at KeyBank Center rivaling Toronto's fervor. Experts like the Athletics' Joe Yerdon speculate. Crosby and Buffalo? They're a multi-cup team by now, drawing parallels to Tampa's rise with Stamkos. For Pittsburgh, the ripple effects sting. Without Crosby, they might draft Kopitar or Price, but missed the 2009 Cup. Crosby scored the series winner versus Detroit. Yevgeny Malkin emerges as a face, perhaps winning in 2016-17, but the franchise's three-peat era evaporates. Ownership stabilizes differently. Mario Lemieux's group might sell sooner without Crosby's star power boosting revenues. Fan bases swap fates. Pittsburgh endures rebuilds like Buffalo's current malaise, while the Sabres become the NHL's darlings. This what if isn't fantasy. It's grounded in precedents like Edmonton's lottery luck with Connor McDavid in 2015, which fast-tracked their contention. Yet, it underscores Crosby's singular impact. His leadership, work ethic, and clutch gene, 107 playoff goals, aren't replicable, making this alternate timeline a wistful dream for Sabres fans mired in uncertainty as 2025-26 looms. Transitioning to present amid swirling trade rumors, the notion of Crosby finally linking up with Buffalo via Penguins deal feels like a poetic full-circle twist, but realism paints it as an utter long shot, given both teams' divergent paths and Sid's championship priorities. With Crosby, now 38, entering the penultimate year of his two-year extension, $8.7 million AV, whispers of the trade have intensified. Pittsburgh's 1-2 start and retooling vibe under GM Kyle Dubas fuels speculation that moving the captain could net assets for the future, like prospects or picks to build around youth like Rutger McCrory. Buffalo, desperate to end their drought, might seem a narrative fit, reuniting Crosby with his almost team, but as the article notes, it's a non-starter. Crosby's no-movement clause lets him veto destinations, and he'd never choose a franchise absent playoffs since 2011. With Pegula and GM Kevin Adams historically frugal, they've hovered under the cap despite talents like Tage Thompson and Rasmus Dahlin. At this stage, Crosby chases rings, not rebuilds. His 23 points in 24 playoff games during the 2017 Cup run prove he thrives in contention. A Sabres trade package? They'd need to offer stars like Dahlin or Alex Touch Plus picks, but Dubas seeks futures, not lateral moves. League analysts like TSN's Darren Dreger dismiss it. Crosby to Buffalo? Zero chance. He'd pick Colorado, Tampa, or a proven winner. Even a courtesy call from Adams to Dubas, as suggested, yields nothing. Crosby's wish list prioritizes stability, elite teammates, and cup odds. Buffalo checks none. This echoes past icons like Joe Thornton, who chose contenders in his twilight. For Penguins fans, it's a relief. Losing Crosby would gut the soul, but to a rival like Buffalo, unthinkable. Yet, it highlights Buffalo's deeper issues. Until they attract stars willingly, their drought persists, while Pittsburgh leverages Crosby's loyalty for one last push. Synthesizing these threads, this forgotten chapter of the 2005 lottery and its what-if echoes reveal how Crosby's path to Pittsburgh forged diverging destinies, dynastic success of Penguins, enduring frustration for Sabres, while underscoring why a trade reunion remains a fanciful footnote amid current rumors. We've wandered to the nostalgia, imagined the alternates, and grounded the improbabilities, illuminating hockey's profound interplay of fate and choice. If this evocative journey through Crosby Sabres what if has stirred that wistful curiosity in you, yearning to rewrite history's pages, capture what it would like to preserve the reverie. Let's fill the comments with your alternate visions. What if Crosby had landed in Buffalo? Would the Penguins still have those cups? And where would Sid rank all time? Share your speculative tales below, and subscribe to uncover every hidden Penguin story. Until the next echo, keep the wonder alive.